then anything that moves in the silence is called the not self. The silence isn't moving, the silence is the substrate, the basis. So that's always the same. So then all I need to do to stay free as a jiva is what? Is keep the silence in mind while I'm watching the movements taking place in the silence. See how simple that is? So, seminar's over. It's because you're not going to get any more information than that. Now that sounds pretty strange, doesn't it? Because people have this idea that they need to memorize the teaching, and once they've memorized all the teachings, then they have complete knowledge, and then that's the end of it. But what's wrong with that idea? The one who's memorizing is what? Not self. Is not you. So if you think you've memorized it and you know all of Vedanta, you miss the point. Because the one who's memorizing it is not you. Now, having said that, why do we insist that you memorize the teachings? Because this is a problem that we've got. Because when I started these sessions, we discovered that people didn't know the definition of a jiva. Now, the jiva contains both the self and the not self. So if I'm a jiva, I need to know what part of me is the self and what part of me is the not self. But if you don't even know what a jiva is, then how are you going to do this? And so you need to memorize it. Or how are you going to use the means of knowledge? And once you memorize, okay, think like this. My name is James. When I go to sleep at night, I don't know who I will wake up as or whose karma I'll have in the morning. You don't know when you go to sleep at night, do you? You don't know what's going to happen. In order to go to sleep, you have to cease being the person that you think you are, don't you? Well, how do you know you're going to wake up in the morning as that person? Why wouldn't you have somebody else's life and somebody else's karma? So to make sure that you wake up you know who you are when you wake up in the morning, do you write down, my name is James? So on your nightstand, right? So when you wake up, you look at the alarm clock and it says, my name is James on a little piece of paper. Oh, good, James today. Thank God. Do you do that? Why not? Where did you go when you went to sleep? You disappeared. How do you know you're going to reappear? Because your name is as good as you. It's hard and fast knowledge. You don't have to keep remembering your name, James or Joe or Pete or Mary or Sally or Uta or whatever your name is. Do you? You don't have to memorize that. It's there. And you don't use it all day long unless there's a demand for it. If somebody says, who are you? Or what's your name? The cop stops you, what's your name? Your name is immediately available, isn't it? Isn't it? You didn't think about it all day long. Yet now there it is, immediately available for you. So I am awareness is your name. That name is non-different from you. The name and you are one. The name reveals you and is you. There's no separation. There can't be a separation if, as Vedanta points out, this is a non-dual reality. So I need to know I'm awareness if this is going to work. And I need to know what's not awareness. Now, that seems very strange, doesn't it? Doesn't it seem really peculiar to say, if everything's awareness, then what's not awareness? The problem, it's not strange at all. Why? Because I've been living with a misconception all along about who I was. I thought I was born, I was given a name at birth, and I took that body, that name and that body that was born at that particular time to be myself, when it was never me. I was never that person, ever. I just was in ignorance. I believed what the big people who were there when I appeared one fine day. I had no idea who was going to be there when I appeared in this world. Did you? Did anybody? Do you have any idea what to expect? You had no idea. You were totally ignorant. You were just the self. You were aware. You were conscious and aware. You existed, definitely existed. You knew you existed. You knew you were aware. You looked around. And there were these big people. And they told you, they kissed you and they said, that's you, and they gave you a name. Your name is such and such and so forth and so on. So you need to know your name. Now we're gonna, this seminar, we're gonna look at this teaching through the eyes of love, through our emotions, our feelings. Okay? So love is a feeling. Love is yourself, but love is a feeling. Nobody has an existence problem, do they? You know you exist. Nobody needs to tell you that. And you know you're conscious. Nobody needs to tell you that. But do you know that you're whole and complete love? Do you know that your nature is love? Can you say, I am love with easy confidence and relate to the world as love? Can you do that? See, this is where the rubber meets the road spiritually. And that what does that mean? That means what? If you can say that with easy confidence, I am Anandam. Anandam means love. Full, complete, whole. Love, bliss. You can call it bliss if you want to. If you can say that with confidence, not in a hurry. You don't want to instantly claim it in a big hurry. Oh, I see, that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to claim myself as, so that then your ego jumps on it and claims I'm enlightened, I am love. And not like that. With easy confidence. No, you're in no hurry to claim it. And you don't claim it outside, you claim it to yourself, inside. Because you see that that's the truth. See means you experience, you feel, you feel yourself as love. And you see that the love that you are impacts on everything around you. The dogs and cats feel it. Maybe your husband and wife doesn't feel it. At least your dog and your cat feels it, right? Because they're not burdened with a concept of themselves, aren't they? They're just love itself, recognizing love in the environment. They're aware of any threat to love. Like Chairman Meow out here, he's trying to get his bearings now with all these love objects around. He's shameless. Once he gets you, he'll keep you in busy loving him, because he knows what love is, because his nature's love. So I need to know that directly. Knowledge and experience being the same thing here. I need to know and feel the same thing. That I am what? Full, complete love. So this these sutras were written by a mythical character. You could call him mythical character, named Narada. And Narada just wandered around chanting God's name all the time. He had a vina.